How many people do you think are currently picking their nose in the world right now? If all of our rubbish went to landfill, then how much space do you think that would take up? Trees, forests, how much CO2 do you think that absorbs every single year? And what about us when we breathe out? How much CO2 does that contribute to the atmosphere? Ice caps, when they melt, hopefully they won't melt, but if they melt, how much would the sea levels rise? How many grains of sand are there in the whole wide world? And how long are all the hairs on the top of your head? Random questions, I know, but they all have something in common. And that is that they kind of feel like they're impossible questions to answer, at least by yourself. There are many moving parts, many unknowns. What do I know about trees and the nose-picking habits of other people, I hear you say. Now, what I think is behind this feeling of impossibility is that we think that there's a definite answer for these questions, like kind of an exam, right, wrong, good, bad, and that stops us from trying and ultimately realizing, as I did not that long ago actually, that approximate answers are on the whole far more valuable than precise ones. And when we don't constrain ourselves with precision, then you'll realize just how much of the world you do understand, and that's a really empowering feeling. Now, that process of coming up with approximate answers has many names. Just a few of them are Fermi estimates, back of the envelope calculations, and my favorite is guesstimation. It's a technique that goes well beyond physics and can help you sense check facts, news, stories that we're increasingly exposed to every day. It also helps you build your own kind of confidence of your own critical reasoning skills as well, and that's a really empowering feeling. Now, what about physics? This is, after all, casual physics. In my experience, whether you are a newbie or whether you have a PhD in physics like me, there is really no better tool for getting a handle on genuinely real and complex problems than guesstimation. And so that's really why I made this series of videos, to expose as many people as possible to these ideas, because I think they're really powerful. And also to have some fun. I actually do some guesstimation every morning as part of my breakfast routine, often using this book, which it's not a paid promotion. I just love this book, and yeah, I always feel great after I've done one of these questions in the morning. So I want to share a bit of that with you as well. So what do we need to get started? Some basic arithmetic. You definitely need to be able to do basic arithmetic, and then just a bit of general knowledge. Your mental wiki of the world will grow over time, and as it does, that's going to help you do some pretty complex and impressive guesstimation. And it's up to you how you build that mental wiki. I actually built a little app to help me remember stuff, which you're very welcome to use. It's free. It's called Flashy. It's a flashcard app, very basic, so don't get your kind of hopes up that much, but I'll show you what it looks like. Here we go. This is a question that I asked myself today. What's the height of the atmosphere in kilometers? I think it's 100, so let's check. 100 kilometers, boom, there we go. So feel free to use that if it's useful. No worries if not, it's there. I'll put a link to it in the description, obviously. And what else is there to say other than just hope it's useful, hope it's fun, and let's just get started.